proclamation recognizing Epilepsy Awareness Month, Councilmember Jesse Molina will present the award to Meghan Kennedy.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing, Megan?
Doing pretty good.
Okay. I'm going to read off this proclamation recognizing Epilepsy Awareness Month for November of 2012. And before I read off the proclamation, would you like to say a few words?
Maybe? Oh, I thought I'd be saying them afterwards.
Oh, okay. Well, we could do it either way. Okay. A lot of people don't know what epilepsy is, but epilepsy is a disease of the brain. Here goes. Whereas epilepsy is a neurological disorder producing brief disturbances in the normal electrical functions of the brain that temporarily affects a person's consciousness, bodily movements, and/or sensations, while creating long-term effects on the lifestyles of individuals with epilepsy. And whereas 1 out of 26 people will develop epilepsy, and 1 in 10 people will have a seizure in their lifetime. And whereas epilepsy can affect anyone regardless of their gender, race, age, religion, educational background, or socioeconomic status. And whereas epilepsy is more common than Parkinson's disease, multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, and cerebral palsy combined. And whereas epilepsy affects more than 65 million people worldwide. And whereas while there is no cure for epilepsy, drug therapy, surgery, and other pharmacological treatments exist, allowing approximately 80% of the individuals with epilepsy to lead a normal life with either no seizures or a significant reduction in seizures. And whereas epilepsy is a complex disorder that requires further research to find a cure and prevention. And whereas the annual observance of Epilepsy Awareness Month advocates for the rights, humane treatment, and appropriate education of all persons with epilepsy, while raising awareness with families, professionals, and general public to better understand this lifelong disorder. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Moreno Valley, on behalf of its citizens and staff, hereby proclaim November of 2012 as Epilepsy Awareness Month and calls upon all citizens, government agencies, public and private institutions, businesses, and schools to recommit our community to increasing awareness and understanding of epilepsy through education, while ensuring that all individuals with epilepsy lead a full and productive life. Now, I know that a lot of people know that probably seen somebody or know somebody with epilepsy, and I personally know a few people that have epilepsy, and it runs in a lot of families. And maybe you could explain a little bit better than I can.
Well, and you know someone else now too, so hey.
Okay, do you
Yes.
have epilepsy?
I do.
Okay.
It was actually 26 years ago this month that I was diagnosed with epilepsy, so I find it rather interesting that November happens to be Epilepsy Awareness Month, and would like to thank yourself as well as our mayor and council and all the citizens and city staff members and everything here for Epilepsy Awareness Month for this proclamation today. And it's not just on behalf of myself, but on behalf of everyone out there. In fact, there are 3 million people in the U.S. with epilepsy, and epilepsy was actually first, I just found out last week, as a librarian, I'm always learning new stuff, just found out last week that the Epilepsy Foundation first celebrated Epilepsy Awareness Month back in 1969. So it's amazing that it's been celebrated that long, and actually glad it's been celebrated that long, and we've come a long way in that time. Back then, there were actually colonies in existence for people with epilepsy. Luckily, they aren't in existence anymore, and there are many people out there who have received treatments so that they are able to get out there, myself included, and live an everyday life because things are under control. But not everyone is as lucky as me. In fact, 30% of people out there do not ever get all the treatments that are available out there. So I'm accepting this today on behalf of not just everyone with epilepsy, but especially those people who have yet to find a cure or treatment or some way to control their epilepsy.
Well, let's pray that one day there will be a cure for epilepsy and for a lot of the other kind of disease that we have, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and with a lot of research that's going on, we'll reach that goal one day, hopefully in my lifetime.
There we go. In our lifetime, correct?
In our lifetimes. And here is your proclamation.
All right,
Epilepsy
wow.
Awareness Month.
All right, thank you.
Okay? And thank you for all your hard work.
All right.
On behalf of the council.
And just one more quick thing to everyone out there. Please, if you can, go online, learn something about epilepsy and what to do, and please get out there and wear purple this month. Thank you.